Tooltip. With this media component, you can easily provide extra information to the user when they hover or click an element. Here we see the various ways in which you can use the tooltip. First of all, you can place it around your element. It could be on the top, bottom, left and right. Then you can make it open only on hover or open only on click. You can also create custom HTML inside of your tooltip. And finally, you can position and align the tooltip. So here we have the top left alignment. Look at the arrow on the tooltip container. We have top center, top right, bottom left, bottom center, bottom right, left top, left center, left bottom, and right top, right center, right bottom. Great, let's get to work. In our code editor, we'll start creating a default tooltip. So imagine that we have a paragraph element, and inside of that, we want to place a tooltip around some text. So first of all, we add a span tag and then add the data tooltip attribute. We'll also give it the tab index attribute with the value 1. So this becomes tappable with the keyboard. And finally, we give it the title attribute with the value tooltip title. This is what will be the content of our tooltip. So inside of the span element, we add the element or text that we want to behave as a tooltip trigger. So we'll add the text tooltip and close our span tag again. Now let's save this, go into the browser and refresh. Here we see the text, and it has this dotted underline or border bottom, and the text has become bold as well. Now when we hover it, we see the tooltip appearing on top of it, and also the cursor has become a question mark. Great. Let's continue to see how we can create the other placement, bottom, left and right side. So I'll copy all of this code and paste it in here. Now to place it in the bottom, we'll add the class bottom. To place it in the left side, we'll add the class left. And to place it in the right side, we'll add the class right. Let's save and go back and refresh. Now we see the tooltip placement in the bottom, to the left side and the right side. These tooltip opens on hover, but also on click, where they will stay open until we click outside of the tooltip or on the tooltip itself. Like so, on the tooltip or outside of the tooltip. We can make it only open on hover. To do this, we'll paste in the code again, and then we add a data click open attribute with the value false. So the default is true. When we save, go back and refresh, we can see that it opens on hover, but when I click it, nothing really happens, so it works only on hover. We can do the opposite, so it only opens on click. We do this by adding the data disable hover attribute and the value true. So the default value for this is false. Now inside of our browser, we can see that it doesn't open on hover. We have the cursor changing to the question mark, but I have to click the tooltip to open up the tooltip box. Now let's see how we can add custom HTML to our tooltip. To do this, we must add the data allow HTML attribute with the value true. This is per default false. Now inside of our title attribute, we can add HTML. For example, we can add span tag with the class label primary and some text, tooltip title, and close the span tag again. like so. Notice that I used single quotes inside of my HTML since I used the double quote for the whole value of the title attribute. Now let's save this, go back and refresh. When I hover or click the tooltip, we can see the custom HTML appearing inside of the tooltip. This is the primary label that we created. Finally, let's look at how we can position and align our tooltip arrow here, the triangle. So we paste in the code, and then we can use two different data attributes. We have the data position and the data alignment attributes. Now, for the first example, we'll position it at the top and align it to the left. In the next example, we'll still position it at the top and align it center. And in the third example, we'll still position it at the top and align it to the right side. Now we'll copy these three examples and change the position to the bottom. We'll keep the left, center and right alignment here. Now paste it in one more time, and the position will now be at the left side, and the alignment for that will be top, center and bottom. Let's copy this code, paste it in again, and now we'll position it to the right side and still have the alignment top, center, bottom. Let's save this, go back into the browser and refresh. Now we see the top left position and alignment, top center, top right, bottom left, bottom center, bottom right. We have the left top, left center, left bottom, and finally the right top, right center and right bottom. This was all about how you can use the tooltip component.